Hello again, folks. This is Barry with Barry's 8-track and classic car radio repair. And today we're going to be featuring this nice quad 8-track player. This is a Motorola Quadraline 8. One thing I would like to repeat at this time is when we go to demonstrate the quad function, it's important to know that back then they didn't have the modern recording techniques that they have today, and they resorted to some outlandish tricks to get to emphasize the quad effect. Just like on the earlier Beatles stereo recordings, they did a lot to emphasize the stereo effect. One of the effects being having all the vocals all the way to one side, to where if you had your balance control all the way to the other side, you would not hear the vocals at all. It was pretty unnatural, but it did emphasize the effect for the general public, who rushed right out and bought. Man, that's look at that! No more one speaker stuff for me. You can really hear the stereo effect. With that being stated, you'll see the same thing with the earlier quad recordings, being that for instance, on the left rear speaker, you may not hear anything at all for several seconds, or even up to 30 seconds or half a minute. Then suddenly you'll hear a trumpet chime in, or maybe even a vocal part or a guitar part. So with that being stated, you won't always see activity on all four output meters when we demonstrate the quad effect. So let's go ahead and pop in. We're going to start with a stereo tape. We got some Temptations on deck, and we're just going to pop the Temptations in there and see what this unit sounds like on the stereo function. And we're going to bring our output level meters into the picture so we can see what's going on with them. There's our meters. Move our unit to the upper left hand corner. And we're going to switch tracks. And we'll go ahead and mess with our balance and fader controls. We're going to go left only on the balance, right only, and as you can see, no vocals at all. Right speakers only, left speakers only, back to center, and now we're going to do our front rear fader. Front speakers only, rear speakers only, front only, rear only. And now we're going back to center. Now we're going to switch channels a few times, or switch programs, that is. And another track switch. And back to channel 1. Got to keep our volume in check so that we don't distort. And one of my favorite Temptations tune right there, Ball of Confusion. Okay, switch tracks a few more times. Alright, so I think that's a pretty good demonstration of the stereo mode. Now we're going to pop a quad tape in there. We're going to do some Danny Thomas and the Nashville Brass, and you'll be able to see how you may not hear anything at all out of one speaker for several seconds. Then you'll hear a horn or a guitar come in. So we'll just pop in Danny Thomas here. And right now there's nothing going on with the right front. And there comes a trumpet. And some more stuff on the left rear coming in. Looks like a trombone. Okay, and on a quad tape, of course, we're only going to get channels 1 and 2. It'll switch back and forth between channels 1 and 4. It will not let 3 and 4 come in. So we're going to go from 2 to track 1 on a 4-channel tape. 2, and now we're at program 1. Nothing at all on the left rear at the moment. And there's a guitar coming in on left rear. Okay, switch programs to track 2, channel or program 2. And on this program, we've got a lot of activity on the rear speakers and not much on the front. And there comes some front speakers. So if you were like right in the center of all 4 of these speakers, you would really hear a pronounced 4-channel effect. Now we're pretty equal. Okay, now we're going to bring our unit back into the foreground so we can see that the 4-channel indicator is lit and that we're only going between programs 1 and 2 on a quad tape. Okay, and now we're going to pop in the quad tape again. Or no, I'm sorry, we're going to pop in the regular stereo tape back in. And now we'll be able to go to programs 3 and 4 because it's a stereo tape. There's 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so that's I think a pretty adequate demonstration of the 2 and 4 channel formats, and we're going to see if we can find my face again on this system. And this is Barry with Barry's 8-track and classic car radio repair. If you have an 8-track player in need of service, you can reach me directly at 928-533-9666. My website is barrys8trackrepair.com. That's BARRYS number 8trackrepair.com. And another one of my websites that's easier to remember is simply classiccarradiorepair.com. Thank you very much for watching and listening, and we'll see you next time.